We have something special today also that is really one of the greatest honors we've ever had in graduation in DUI court. A few weeks ago, we received a call from Jacob Pruitt, one of our previous graduates, and he notified us that he had just passed the Georgia bar exam, which, if you're a lawyer, it's a big deal. And so he had just passed the Georgia bar exam. He then wondered if he could be sworn in at our next graduation. And I will tell you, when he told us that, we were so honored, so honored. I want to swear you in. If you'll please raise your right hand. And I, Jacob William Pruitt.
I, Jacob William Pruitt.
Swear that I will truly and honestly.
Swear that I will truly and honestly.
And justly and uprightly.
And justly and uprightly.
Conduct myself as a member of this learned profession.
Conduct myself as a member of this learned profession.
And in accordance with the Georgia Rules of Professional Conduct.
In accordance with the Georgia Rules of Professional Conduct.
As an attorney and counselor.
As an attorney and counselor.
That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the State of Georgia.
And the Constitution of the State of Georgia.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
I'd like to start by thanking Ms. Kamau, Ms. Jones, the rest of the court staff, and especially Judge Brewton for allowing me to be sworn in here today, and for the effort that went into being able to make this happen. It means a great deal to me, and in some ways, it is the culmination of my time as a participant in the in DUI court. This past summer, I sat for the Georgia State Bar exam. And there were several months between when I actually sat and took the test and when the results were released and I had found out that I passed. But starting even before I took it, long before I knew the results, I wanted to be sworn in here at DUI court by Judge Brewton, if that was at all possible. When I first stood in this courtroom, almost 4 years ago, I had graduated from law school and then made a series of bad decisions that led me here, standing in front of Judge Brewton for the first time, although not the last, pleading guilty to the second DUI I got in less than 4 months, and pleading into DUI court. I chose to enter the program to avoid jail. I couldn't afford to lose my job. I was trying to rebuild relationships with my family. But as I went through the entry process for the program, I read all the things the program required, everything I'd be responsible for as a participant. And I decided that if I was going to come into DUI court, I would take anything from it I could get. So I stood here before Judge Brewton and committed myself to at least 12 months, although it was more like 15, as a participant of the Cobb County DUI Court program. I worked through the phases, the MRT, the steps, coached by Ms. Fay and Phil, Mindy, Sanjay, encouraged by Ms. Kamau, Ms. Jones, Ms. Miranda, and the whole process was guided by Judge Brewton. I don't know what I expected from this program, or if I came into it with any solid expectations. What I got, though, was a second chance. I don't know many people who've led such a charmed life that they haven't made any serious mistakes. But when I got here, I'd been making them for years. I hurt my kids, my wife, my friends, my loved ones. I thought I'd ruined a career that I never really started, and I didn't have much hope for my future. But I discovered that second chances, and often third and fourth ones, can and often will be given, or at least they'll be offered. I had to make changes to my life, to myself, to my perspective. The people whom I hurt were willing to let me stay in relationship with them, to give me the opportunity to heal the breaches between us, but only if things changed, if my behavior changed. I couldn't keep making the same choices and expect different results. I know that some of the people here have applied to take the bar. For those who haven't, it's a long process. An examination of the applicant's character. They wanted to know that I am responsible enough, have integrity enough to uphold the ideals upon which the law is founded. And for me, part of that process was showing that I have grown and learned, that I was making and could continue to make better decisions than the ones that put me in this courtroom 4 years ago. Second, third, and fourth chances are offered, but they aren't really given. They don't come without a cost. Often that cost is simply trying, making the effort, showing progress on doing better, being better, choosing to make decisions that are healthier, less hurtful, more aligned with shared values than ones made in the past. I asked the DUI court if I could be here today to be sworn into the practice of law and admitted to the Georgia State Bar. I didn't know if they would let me. I wasn't even sure if it was allowed. But I wanted to come full circle, back to where I started. When I first stood before Judge Brewton in this courtroom 4 years ago, I didn't know how it would turn out. I didn't think it would be possible for me to be where I am today. This program, or more correctly, the people involved with this program, gave me the support, the encouragement, the tools to do the work so that I could take the second chances I've been offered. So today I'm standing in this courtroom and I am surrounded by family, friends, loved ones, taking the last step to a whole new future. I asked to be here partly to show what differences this court can make to at least one person, but mostly to express my gratitude for this program, to those who founded and support it, and most especially to these people, these individuals who are responsible for the DUI court on a day-to-day basis. Thank you for giving me the tools I needed and the support to use them so I could earn the second chances that others were willing to offer me.